Hey everybody, it's Leigh. Welcome to Grimmleighs Fiends. We talk about monsters, mythology, and magic here, and we're right smack dab in the middle of Inktober. It's an annual drawing prompt event, and today is day 8. The prompt is watch, and I'm going to go with something kind of silly here, because everything else I've done so far has been so incredibly serious. I'm literally going to draw a watch. When I was a kid, just like anybody else, I really loved a Mickey Mouse watch. Those were the best, right? Oh, what a terrible hand you're drawing, Leigh. Thank you, Leigh. That's alright. We're more worried about the watch than we are about the hand. And hopefully no one heard you talking to yourself there, Leigh. That would be embarrassing. Alright, let's get your watch going. Now, the constraints I have put on myself for Inktober this year is that I have to do it quickly. I have to make sure that I don't get too caught up on my safety nets that I'm pretty dependent on as an illustrator. There's a lot of things that I like to rely on when I'm drawing that give me that warm, comfy feeling. So I'm trying to do less of my safe zone drawings and more just drawing to draw and get it out there, do something cool. The other thing that I need to do is, I already said to do it in 20 minutes, so we got that part covered. Oh yeah, the most important part is making it monstrous, because this is, of course, Grimmleighs Fiends, where we talk about monsters, myths, and magic, which I know I already mentioned, but that's okay. When I was a kid, like I said, I really liked the Mickey Mouse watch. I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. But there's a watch I would like more than anything right now. That would be a Frankenstein watch. So that's what we're going to draw. And as would probably be the case for any watch that had Frankenstein's monster on it, I would really love if it didn't actually have any hands on it. So that may not be a feature that shows up on this watch. Besides, it doesn't have a digital interface. Is it even a watch anymore? I don't know if you can hear that barking. There's a family of wiener dogs that live around the corner from me, and every night when they go for their walk, it's just this gaggle of yappy yaps, acting like every single thing they see is an infraction against their chosen reality. I got bit by one of those once. It was really weird. Just was walking down the street, and there's this guy out in his yard gardening, and his little dog starts jumping up and down like it's excited to see me, and I didn't realize that it was chewing through the back of my knee for probably a big, minute. I was like, hey buddy, you move your dog. It's biting my freaking leg off. And then, the following full moon, I was waiting. It's like, finally, a chance to be a werewiener. It didn't happen, I'm sorry to say. moment of truth time. This pen, this wonderful imported Japanese brush pen, has really bad control for angles. So doing circles probably going to be really hard to do with this thing. So I think we'll switch out pens and go with something else. And not like I'm going to draw the world's best circle with this thing either, but I'll have at least a little bit of control with it. That's weird. Changing the type of pen I was using was actually causing me some weird muscle memory issues. And my hand was just going, nope, that's not what you started with. So get back to it, bud. Frankenstein's monster is consistently just one of my favorite media characters ever. As you can tell if you've seen my Frankenberry video, my Mary Shelley video, that's, if you're a Francophile, and I don't mean a fan of the French, if you're a Frankenstein fan, I guarantee you that's something you'll be seeing quite a bit of here on this channel. I would say get ready for at least 5 or 6 pieces of Frankenstein content every year, because he's amazing. About 10 minutes in on this one. It's actually kind of where I want it already. Instead of sitting here and overworking it, let's get a little color on it. I wish I had Frankenstein's monster wristwatch jokes, but I just don't. Now, of course, since I'm talking about Frankenstein's monster, I have to talk about the greatest Frankenstein's monster project ever, which is a little project on Netflix called Frankenstein's Monsters Frankenstein, starring David Harbour, and I love it. I love it so much. It's that time of year where we watch all of our favorite, more lighthearted, spooky content, so that's one of the ones that I'll end up watching. Of course, Over the Garden Wall, which I think is an epic, a classic, a modern classic in so many ways. It's going to be interesting watching it this year with Ed Asner gone, but he does one of the voices. He does the old woodsman. He's actually a rather tragic character in that story. But Ed Asner did a lot of cartoon voices, but he just passed away just recently, so with him gone, some of the stuff that he's done in the past, like Cosgrove from Freakazoid, the Woodsman, oh god, there's so many more. He even showed up on one of the more recent seasons of Doom Patrol. He was a bad guy hiding in an elevator. No, was that Doom Patrol? It was one of the DC shows. He was an old guy at a hospital, and I'm pretty sure he might have been the devil. But put too much color into this. It's kind of a pale cadaver green, and then this hunter green. To hear your fair share of clinking glassware as I rinse my brush. Lucky you. You didn't know you were signing up for that. It's like a bonus. There we go. Day 8 is finished. That prompt was watch. And if you like what we're doing here on Grimmleighs, make sure to scare up that like button. And of course, you can let us haunt you forever by subscribing to the channel. And we'll be continuing on with more monsters, magic, and mythology here on Grimmleighs Fiends, and continuing on with our dedicated playlist for Inktober. The best is yet to come.